Hello and welcome! I am Scores, you are here. This is DeSolo. This is Astroneer. This is DeSolo on Astroneer. Wait, Astroneer on DeSolo. Let's go with that way. That sounds better. And I totally forgot what we're here for. I think we're here for both things, aren't we? That are on this planet. I believe it was the Sphalerite and Wolframite, right? I know it was the Sphalerite for sure. Which I think I find in the mountains because it's found underground on Silva. So, the other one would be found in the caves. No. Stop it. There we go. I just gotta remember not to mine out the stuff I find near the landing site. I am going to run out of tether so quickly. I'm also not speaking particularly clearly today. That's not a stroke or anything. It's been happening for far too long today for it to be actually a stroke. What the heck is this thing? It's a shell. You know, I don't think I've ever found the snails. I know there are snails in this game. I've just never found them. I have no idea how to find them. No idea where, no idea how, never looked it up. I've just been seeing people pick up these shells, the snails, and yeah. They sound interesting to find. I just, haven't found any. But we are not on a snail hunt right now. Right now, we're on a different kind of hunt. We're on a resource hunt. For 32 blocks. Whatever resource I can find up here. If I can find any. Like, seriously, what gives? Did I find some? I found some sphalerite. I also found a lack of O2. Fixing that. Pop those things out of my face. But hey, research samples. We need a lot of research. Compound is over there. Where's that more sphalerite? Nope, that's compound. Definitely compound. Dang it. One short, but I gotta get back. Otherwise, we're gonna be out of O2 completely. And then we suffocate. Like fools. Again. And by we, I mean me. I will not bring you into my stupidity. I mean, okay, I'll bring you into my stupidity, but I'm not going to blame you with me about my stupidity, because my stupidity is my own, and I do my best to own it. There are sometimes you just can't admit to it, though. Let's be fair. Everybody's done something that they just really would rather not admit to. Especially to people. Let alone, the public. Ow. I'm mumbling my way through this one again. Anywho, so we are here to gather sphalerites and whatever the stuff in the caves is. I forget what the stuff in the caves is. I think this stuff is the sphalerite out here is okay. I don't know if that glitch was caught on, but that was absolutely a shadow glitch. Either that, or there's a whole bunch of stuff flying through the atmosphere that I just did not see. Which is completely possible. Sometimes I am blind. Alrighty, let's dig out this sphalerite and pretend we know what we're doing. You are a medium resource canister. You will be deployed over here. We're gonna make this work! Get a spike out of the way so I can actually do my job. At least, pretend I have a job anyway. Would you stop rolling away? There we go. Hopefully it stays there long enough for me to do my thing. And yes, I do remember what gathering all the zinc is meant for. It's for our good old-fashioned batteries. The bigger ones, not the smaller ones. I refuse to waste a bunch of zinc on smaller batteries. Especially when bigger batteries can do more stuff. Power. 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 We are completely out of ammo. So I didn't realize the seeds exploded. Is that a new thing? I don't remember them exploding in the past. Oh, but I can use this stuff. I shouldn't be getting graphite, but I can use it, but I shouldn't be grabbing graphite. Fine. I'll leave the graphite here. Whatever. We're just going to keep going forward. We're going to keep digging down until we're out of sphalerite to acquire. Boom, ding, boom, ding. Yeah, my poor power supply non-existent here. I'm starting to think maybe I should have brought some solar panels. Or better windmills or something. Because right now I got nothing. Not a thing. I mean, I got that little windmill that I stuffed in there that I found at the landing site, but let's be fair, that ain't gonna do much. Maybe we should bring some solar panels. Go back, get solar panels, come back, you know what I mean? Problem is, I don't think I have the resources to actually pull that plan off just yet. Ooh, cave. I do like a good cave trip. Am I seriously that far out of power? Still? Okay, maybe some solar panels are a good investment about now. Alright, let's do this. I know there's another site of sphalerite right over this hill. Right over there. So let's come over here, grab the sphalerite, and then we'll go make some solar panels and maybe a mini base on this planet. I can't do squat otherwise. We're just too busy going... Yes, we are doing that. Right there, that sound. Constantly. Repeatedly. Endlessly. Until we finally are out of power completely, and then we get nothing. No, you don't. You do not get to escape me that easily. Got real quiet in here, didn't it? Sorry about that. Anywho. There is a good amount of resin up here, but there's nothing for what I really need. Maybe this just isn't a good planet to harvest zinc from. I guess we may have to go to our good friends at Sylvia there. Sylvia? No, actually, come to think of it. Sorry. Let me go back a moment and voice that thought. Have I actually known anybody named Sylvia in my life? I have not. I have not met anybody I know that I would know is named Sylvia. You know what I mean? Yeah, whatever. It's just one of those weird brain thoughts that just pop in and pop out. That's what they do. They pop in and pop out. Alright. So I'm going to call it on this planet for now, because we do need to get a better power source than one measly little windmill that doesn't seem to work very well. So yeah. We've got that stuff over there. I'm going to throw that in there. You know what? I can. Let's do it. Alright. So, we can do this one of three ways. One, we can build a base here, then go get the solar panels. Two, we can go get the solar panels, then build the base. Or three, we can just say, screw it, head underground and see what we can grab. Well, number three's out. So I say we do number... I don't remember which ones I said were which, but we're going to go get the solar panels, then we're going to build the base. But if we're going to do the solar panels, we're going to have to grab ourselves 2 solar panels. I think would be enough for what I want. And if we want any more than 2 solar panels on a planet, we can always build them later. And it's an option. It is an absolute option. We're fine. And that's not my landing. That's not my landing. This is Glacial, right? I'm not crazy? Nope, I'm crazy. But it is Glacial. Drop us right on the base. We need a couple of solar panels worth of supplies. Oh, we could also grab a couple of batteries worth of supplies here too. That's not a bad idea. I like it. Let's do it. We're doing some research. I like research. Researching is good. And we're completely out of space for stuff. Really? Come on. Fine. Give me this stupid thing. Let's start throwing some glass on here. You know, in hindsight, we may want to actually look into using one of these resource canisters. Use a resource canister for this stuff. Got a whole bunch of aluminum I could just toss in here. But that means we need to go get an aluminum canister. Yes, we need to get an aluminum canister because those are totally an Astroneer. No, they're not. No, it's not an aluminum canister. I need to get another of those resource canisters so I can actually put the resources there. 4, 5, 6. 6 and 7. Alright, so that'll take care of that. I can actually put this back over here. Tier 2 solar panels. How much are they again? Oh, I could build medium batteries though. Oh, you know I want to do that. Grab me a couple of zinc and a couple of lithium. 2 lithium, 2 zinc. Let's see here. I don't have it researched. I have the big ones researched. I have something researched. I know I have the big ones researched because we build them on door. The name for Calidor. Wahaha! I remembered. Medium solar panel. 2,000 bytes. Oh, fudge. Copper and glass. Let's do it. You're building my other medium battery. I need 2 copper, 2 glass. You know, if you throw in ceramic, you can make the large solar panels. Aluminum alloys. Second thought, we can not make the large solar panels and not worry about it. Because I guarantee you, that's going to drive me up a wall. Hold shift to pick up stuff. Not control, shift. Ugh. We're playing a little too much Occupy Mars recently. I did notice I had like 2 Occupy Mars in quick succession on the channel. I will not apologize for that. As I originally said, I will be playing games as they hit my fancy. I have no strategy, I have no time frame, I have nothing but fun planned. And I also have nothing but you guys joining me, pretty much. I mean, if you want to. You don't have to. I'm not forcing you to be here. I'm gonna stop talking now. I'm just sounding like a rambling old fool now. What? I'm so confused. It's telling me it's -4 minutes over. Okay, I guess we'll go this way and pretend we know what we're doing. Alrighty. Oopsie. T is not for technology. Ah! 7,500 bytes gives me this. Steel, tungsten carbide, and rubber. Let's see here. Do I have a tungsten carbide? I do. I know I've got a steel floating around this base someplace. And even if I don't, I can always make one because I'm pretty certain argon is a product on this planet. I don't see my steel. Okay. So it's not here. What about rubber? Organic and resin. That's super cheap. Do we have any carbon available? We should, right? Pretty certain I shoved it someplace. Yes, we have 2 carbon available. Am I completely sure none of these are like steel? That I'm just not... There it is! Which means I only need carbon and resin. Well, there happens to be a resin. There happens to be a carbon. I feel like I've already done this, but I'm going to do it again! No, I'm not! Because I need organic, not carbon. That's okay. We'll make this work! We will make it work! We do things crazy-like. Ooh, organic! Yay, that worked. Running on back over here. I have an organic and resin, and I want a rubber. Do me a favor, make me a rubber. Phrasing! I am not sorry. I like my phrasing. Oh, go away. Auto extractor, 7,500 bytes. I'm not sitting here for the entire duration of that research. It ain't gonna happen. Okay, so, resin. And we can get that on the planet. Compound for builders? We can get that on the planet. Well, then what are we still here for? Let's get out of here. Launch to another planet. Let's get off. Go, 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 go. Wow, rubbers and getting off. It's official. I have officially gone from PG to PG-13. Finally! I'm in the right rating range. Oh, that took me way too long to get there. Anywho, let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Flying. I'm insane. If I seem like I'm energized, it is because I am surprisingly energized. Complete full disclosure, I've actually had a migraine all flippin' day. It's been an absolute painful nightmare. But it's finally fading, which always, for me at least, somehow brings out the absolute maniacal energy that's like suppressed all day. And then I need an outlet, and it's just like everything all at once, all at the time. Isn't there like a movie named that? I don't know. But it really does a number on my capability to focus or have any kind of mental or physical coordination for a while. And the energy just has no outlet at that point. Re-resin. Beautiful. Let's go back. So it turns out that this is a landing zone out here too. That's fine. So what I'm going to do is we're actually going to build over this mountainside. Oh, look, ceramic. That must be what... Oh. I appear to have dug a hole. Did I mention Diggy Diggy Hole? Because Diggy Diggy Hole. Have I done that reference yet? I don't know. Alrighty, so small printer is dropped off behind me. So we're going to drop you there. You're going to build me a medium printer once I get you a power source. In my infinite wisdom, I did not actually bring a deployable power source. That's okay. We will be fine. Whoa! Wait. Is that coming off the planets? Is that what that is? I'm so confused. And look at all these snail shells. I feel like it's nearby then, isn't it? I don't know. I don't know which way to follow. I don't know how to find it. I have figured it out yet, and I really, really want to now. Alright, you hyperactive fool. Let's go find out where these shells go, if anywhere. I can't tell if that's intentionally different or if that's just different for the sake of being different. That's a Jasper Knight. It lends more credence to my whole dig here theory. And now we're getting even more credence. And now we got no credence at all because we have no power. Brilliant! Positively, absolutely, undeniably brilliant. We're gonna build proper... We are not properly planned! This plan was not properly thought out. I have a big head and little arms. I don't think this plan was thought out very well. Now come on, that's a pretty decent one. It's freaking funny when I watched it, at least. Alrighty, so your forward is that way. And then we just need to give you power so I can... Oops, block you. I actually want 2 more of you. No. Lock. Stay locked. Large platform Alpha. Large platform Bravo. Wait, why did I even build these? The whole plan was to throw solar panels down, not... whatever. Let's go grab some resin, not directly from the landing site, because we want the auto extractor on the landing site so that it can be powered by the local base. Okay, was that snail shell here before? I feel like it wasn't. You know what? How about this? If anybody knows how to find these snails without too much without too many spoilers, or without a step-by-step guide, like just point me in the right direction, go ahead and throw that in the comments below. I will ignore anything that looks like step-by-step walkthrough. Thank you. At least until I find my first one, then I'll read the step-by-step walkthrough. But until then, I just get the feeling I'm supposed to follow the shells. Ooh, shiny. I know, it's only a reflection off the rock, but on the other hand, ooh, shiny. That's a sphalerite icon. I could open a research canister. For just a piece of sphalerite. Unfortunately, well, it's not really a piece, it's more like a package. Unfortunately for me, I don't have a package of sphalerite currently available. Oh well. So it looks like the shells are absolutely and utterly confused. What? The living daylights happened here? Oh. Jasper Knight. Then you said this was a Jasper Pawn. That's just a random block. Yamato Solo Shell. But is it coming or going? I don't know. I suppose we can find out. Now see, this is the problem with being ADHD. When something piques your interest, you become hyper-focused. And I completely forget that I'm supposed to be entertaining. That's okay. You're not here for the mind-numbing rambling of the mind-numbing rambler, right? Right? You're actually here for some intelligent breakdowns of things. Wait, if you're here for intelligent breakdowns, then you're in the wrong channel. Alrighty. So that will print that. Throw the resin back on there so it works. So let's bring the 2 solar panels and the oxygenator over. Solar, oxygen. And I can set up the solar... God dang it! Why is it dark already? Throw down a solar panel. Realize I can't do anything because it's once again dark. Ugh, whatever. Alrighty, so I know there's a line at the top here. But I'm not seeing any snail shells up here, which means it's gotta be in that area, right? That is a lot of resin. That is a whole lot of resin. I'd like to put an extractor on that much resin. Hold on. Is this just a giant circle of shells? Like, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sort of circling this point right here. I'm not completely stupid. I want to go down the hole. I'm going down the hole. This is like a snail hole. It's like a diggy snail hole. Hello? Madam Snail, are you down here? Hello, hello? Is it deeper? I don't know. Okay, so it was Wolframite, tungsten. Right, tungsten was kind of the need for auto extractors. So we don't touch this one. Little snail, are you down here? Hello, hello. The night is dark and full of terrors. Oh, look at all the Wolframite. Yeah, no, that's getting auto-extracted. I guarantee you right now, I ain't mining any of that. It is going to get an auto-extractor on it. There I go again, slurring my speech. I am trying to self-correct that. I must enunciate. I must sound pretentious as I enunciate my words. With a horrible accent just the boot, because it sounds like fire fudge. Alrighty, so that's there. Got another one of you. Got another one of you. Lock that down. Did you just see that solar panel close and then open again? Because I think I did. Yeah, see? I'm not completely crazy. Oh. Wait. Oh! It's a planetary eclipse. That's what's happening. That's why they're closing and opening again. Oh! Fudge! Too busy being distracted. Not enough time to actually get the stupid batteries here. Idiot! I am certifiably a big idiot. Oh, whatever. Anywho. Let's grab our batteries. We're going to throw them down over here. Battery number 1 goes there. You get locked down. You go there. With that oxygenator, I should have full-on tethering to this base. Yep, there it is. Which means I am now going to be fully powered by this base once we get enough freaking power flowing. Or any power flowing. Hello? Sorry. Flashing light. My bad. I gotta get out of that habit. When I'm recording, I cannot flash lights. Well, I mean, technically I can, as long as I put a disclaimer. But I gotta remember to disclaim. You know what I mean? Alrighty, we've got 2 solar panels currently active. They're not exactly the large variety, but they will be very effective at what I want. They are 4 U per second on each, and each one of these puts out 10 U per second. So that means, in theory, hopefully a little bit of practice. Okay, I think that's part of the normal terrain. Okay, see, every time I see... That's what it is. It's gotta be the shadows being cast off the planets. That must be what I'm seeing when it comes to those weird, wiggity-wiggity-whack shadows. I also got a pawn and a knight. My favorite type of chess piece and a pawn. What? I mean, a pawn's a pawn. You really can't describe it beyond that. No real point describing it beyond a pawn. Everybody knows what a pawn is. At least anybody who knows anything about chess or any kind of strategy. You gotta have a good pawn. Of course, the funny thing is, a damn good pawn is worth 100 very poor pawns. Or 1,000. Or 10,000. All depends on the pawns, you know? Trying to equate their value to each other is very difficult. Actually, if anybody has ever watched Person of Interest, the very smart guy in that one actually had a really good evaluation of chess. Basically, it was made, or I guess the better way to put it, it was invented during a time where people's value could be, well, evaluated and differentiated. And while technically that's still true nowadays, it doesn't hold nearly as much water. We definitely put ourselves out there to be more, well, to be less discriminatory with our values and more, well, equal, I guess is the best word for it. Okay, this has been my TED Talk. I thank you for coming. In the meantime, we need to find ourselves a Wolframite site. Walking, walking, walking. Interesting. I can't actually gain any power. I can't charge any power from the base as long as this thing's manufacturing. How interesting. How truly fascinating. By the way, which tether group am I using here? Ah! I'm using the one on the back instead of the one on the top left. Okay. You know, instead of the one on the wing up there. Excuse me. Not near the base. It's a free game to me. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, what's next? There we go. 8 of 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright. I got 2 more of those to grab. So, I have no idea what to talk about while we're here. Might as well talk about nothing. Because I got nothing. I'm good at talking about nothing. I'm very good about talking about tech, though. Unfortunately, I've covered pretty much the handful of really neat aspects of this game. I mean, I've already talked about the marching cubes. Talked about why it seems to glitch out with some of the resources just floating there in midair. Which is really fascinating when you think about it. Because it means even with all of their brilliance, there's still a little bit of floating point precision that just doesn't let programmers go. And the worst part is, the smaller the number, the less accurate it is anyway. Which just adds to the chaos. Oh yes. Computers are not perfect number machines. It turns out, when you do floating point numbers, which is the ones with the decimal points on them, if you go too far from zero, whether that be a really, really large number, like 7 or 8 digits or 12 digits long, you start losing the precision in the smaller places. Like, for example, I mean, I don't know the exact numbers, so take what I'm saying as a generalized example. But with a floating point number, if you do like 12, for example, 12 digits long, then your ones place and your tens place may not be entirely accurate. They may actually be off like a couple of digits. And it just gets worse as you keep going. And then there's the fun fact that the sun and solar radiation can also screw with your computer's memory. Which means you get all these little bugs and missing bits and bytes, or worse yet, flipped bits and bytes, which can change the value, especially of a floating point number, because it's actually stored not as a number exactly, but as an exponent of another number, of a basic number. It's all really quite fascinating. Honestly, I gotta go back in and learn a lot of this stuff again. Because while I did take computer science classes, they really didn't go over the structure of variables very well. I mean, yeah, they covered it, but it was like a couple days worth of covering, and it wasn't enough. And it clearly didn't stick well for me, so that's an unfortunate truth. But then again, most of school didn't stick with me. I can barely remember high school days. Day in, day out, doing pretty much the same thing. Not really giving a flying poodle about homework, because frankly, I just did not give a flying poodle about homework. I found it tedious and mildly pointless, frankly. Like, I'm supposed to be learning stuff, not regurgitating everything I've learned. The whole point is being able to utilize it in situations where that information would be useful, right? Like with math. I actually did my math homework. I was very good with my math homework. Well, okay, I can't say that. I did my math homework. I wasn't the best at doing the math homework when I was supposed to, but I always got it done. I got pretty good scores with math. Again, slower to learn, but very useful once I got it down. I apply it constantly, in fact. The only problem is I don't apply most of the algebra or anything. It's all multiplication, division, addition, subtraction. I don't need to know the integral of this dooley bopper. Because frankly, that's what smart assistants are for nowadays. Ugh. That brings me to another pet peeve of mine from school, which is totally not the subject I was going to go off on. But you know what? I'm here, you're here, we're going to go off on a little bit. I really, really dislike the fact that I was told all throughout school, you're not going to have a calculator in your pocket, you have to be able to do it yourself. Yeah, well, nowadays I have a computer not only on my pocket, it's on my wrist. In fact, it's a very good computer, even if it is 2 years old. Going on 3. Don't be telling me I don't have a computer in my pocket. Because I certainly have a computer in my pocket. It's a very good computer. They're very smart. In fact, they can do a lot of things that humans can't do. Like turn on lights from across the room. Yes, humans require switches for that. We have designed technology to do it for us. Where we don't even have to use switches, we just have to ask. How crazy is that? You're telling me I don't need a calculator in my pocket? I don't have a calculator in my pocket? Oh, I definitely have a calculator in my pocket. Constantly. It's always within arm's reach as well, because I am completely and utterly paranoid when it comes to my pocket computer. Yes, let's call it that. Yes, yes, for any of you actually questioning it, yes, it is a cell phone. Ugh. But the fact that I was told that throughout my entire school career, and nowadays, I have it. I actually do have a computer in my pocket. Whatever. I'm pretty certain schools are still telling you, oh, you can't use your phone for tests. Why not? We're going to have access to them constantly. Whatever. I mean, the whole point of schooling is to teach you things and be able to teach information that would be useful in situations and get a basic sense of your culture, your history. And yet, whatever. I want to know where these shells go. Nope. That didn't help me any. Anywho, I think this trip has been very, very prosperous. But that also brings us to the end of tonight's run. Or today's run. Or this morning's run. I don't know. You guys are all over the world and you watch this at all times of the day. So, all I'm going to say is, I hope you have a good day, good night, good evening, good morning. I mean, you get the idea.